Hi, everybody. Today I want to talk to you about 3 ways to build your media visibility right now. I am Rashonda Pratt, known online as The Rose Show Live, and you're watching Visibility is Power TV. Listen, thank you so much for being here. Hello to all of our new subbies. Is that what we call you? New subscribers. Thank you so much for being here, a part of our YouTube community. Listen, do me a favor. If you stumbled upon this video, or if you haven't already, make sure to hit the subscribe button because I drop a new video every Thursday just for you because your visibility is power. And I want to see you make impact, influence, and income with understanding that you need to be seen, heard, and paid. Okay? So today, let's get into this. 3 ways to build your visibility with the media. I'm a former television news producer of 20 years. And what I've learned working behind the scenes as a television news producer is that media is really a gift that you can use right now to build your online credibility, to 10x your reputation, and definitely increase your visibility. Facts tell, but stories sell every single time. And what I want you to understand is really developing this mindset around your visibility and what you're doing on social media. If you're posting consistently on your Facebook, your Instagram, your LinkedIn profile, that is a form of media. So don't look at your social media any longer like, oh, this is just a place where I'm being social and I'm connecting and I'm sharing cat videos. No, it's an opportunity for you to build your own media network. I'm going to let that sit there for a second. Did you hear what I said? Your social media, notice it's called social media. Drop the social, it's just about media. It's an opportunity for you to build your own channel. Isn't it interesting that you're watching me right now on my YouTube channel and that you're my audience? See that? This is an opportunity for you to build your own media network. So I really want you to embrace that because as I teach clients, you want to build your media like a sandwich, right? One slice of the bread is traditional media. Those are things like radio, television, print ads, those kinds of things. The other slice of bread is new media. That's live streaming, that's YouTube, that's social media, podcasting. The meat in the middle is your story. So you want to make sure that you're using media on both sides. So the things that I'm going to share with you today, the 3 ways that you can get really increase your media visibility are things that you can use on social, but definitely things that you can use when it comes to pitching the media. Because remember the sandwich, you just don't want one slice of bread, unless, this is what I learned recently, unless you're Dutch. Did you know the people, folks who are Dutch, my friend Doreen Moore Van Dam, shout out to her, she's Dutch, and taught me that in the Dutch culture, they do eat sandwiches with one slice of bread. And here's another thing the Dutch do. They actually use a knife and fork. They don't touch their food like Americans. Just wanted to share that fun fact with you. The more you know, the more you grow. All right, back to the show. So, you want to make sure that you are building your visibility using both of those mediums. You want to use that new media, but you also want to use traditional media as well. So, number one, what's the one way that you can build your media visibility and your media influence? Number one, you want to make sure that your content is so over the top with value. You want to make sure that your content is value rich, that it's not fluff. We have enough Facebook fakers and Instagram imposters. We want to make sure that when you come to this space, if you want to build the know, like, and trust and brand loyalty, you want to make sure you're delivering content that is rich, right? Not something that someone can find on YouTube, excuse me, on Google by doing a Google search, but something that is in your arsenal, something that's your intellectual property, something really that addresses their pain point. Did you understand? Do you know this? That your client, the people that you're called to serve and impact, they want your journey. They don't want the pain you went through to get there. I love the fact that I get to work with clients when it comes to their visibility. And as a visibility producer, I get to work with clients and shrink down the process for them. 20 years of working in television news, 6 years in this online live video space. Clients who work with me, they get to shrink down that. I get to shrink down that process. They don't have to go through the 20 years I went through working behind the scenes as a television news producer or the 6 years that I've been online. I get to work with them in a 3 hour increment or a 6 week increment or a 3 month increment, right? I get to shrink the time. And it's the same with you. So your content needs to address your audience's pain points. I heard it said one time that you should know your audience so well that you can write a page in their journal. Do you know what pains them? Here's a hint. You ready for this? What pains them is what pains you. Think about it. As a visibility producer, I'm helping people to show up, to be seen, heard, and paid. Why? Because I remember when I was them. Some of us need to go back in our memory and our arsenal and remember when we were once our clients. What is it that you needed when you were in their position, right? That's the pain point. Tap into the pain aspect and speak to the pain. And that's how you're able to create really great content that connects to your audience and increases your media visibility, both online and on air. Every pitch I ever send to a television news station centers on what's the pain of their morning audience? What's the pain of their evening audience? What's the insight that they need to know? And I tap into that. We're going to get into that a little bit later. So you create content that's highly valuable and speaks to the pain point of your audience. This is how you create your media visibility, and this is how you increase your media influence. Number two, you want to make sure you're sharing your content at the right time. I'm still surprised by people who are in the social media space and they don't have business profiles and they're doing a lot of their business from their public page, from their personal pages. That's a no-no. Why is that a no-no? Because when you're using your personal page to do business, you are really removing yourself from the opportunities in the data that's available to you if you're on a business page, if you're on a creator's account. So you have access to the data to be able to see who's engaging with you, what demographic of people, what the things that they like. And you're able to see when they best engage with your content. So you want to increase your visibility with media. You want to increase your influence. It goes back to knowing the right timing, right? Knowing the right time helps you to have success on platforms like Facebook and Twitter. That's so important. You don't want to post something and then you look up and realize, yeah, nobody engaged with it. I used to have a client. I love this story. We were working with her on going live, and she would go live, but it would be like at midnight. And I said, "Why do you keep going live in the middle of the night?" "Well, you told me to go live. You just didn't tell me what time." I want you to pick a time that you know your audience is watching and paying attention to you. Unless you're trying to tap into another time zone. Are you? Then, okay, maybe 12 midnight works. But it didn't work for her because no one saw the content. If we're creating this value rich content and this value rich experience, it behooves us to understand when people are going to be able to see it. So that way you can get the visibility and the influence you're looking for with your media. And finally, my favorite thing, which goes into a time frame, is newsjacking. This is actually a term that was pegged by David Meerman, where he talks about there's a certain time that when a breaking news story pops off in the media, you have a certain time frame to, as I like to say, insert yourself into the conversation. So you know how you're on Twitter and you see a lot of those trending topics. Those trending topics are there because people are tweeting about it or people are using a hashtag about it. It's a story that's really popular and everybody is engaging with that topic. Well, if it aligns with your brand, that's the perfect time for you to take what everybody else is already talking about and insert yourself in the conversation. So, for example, a trending topic that's happening right now is Wendy Williams apparently said some things about Tabitha Brown. Many of you all know she started off on TikTok, went viral, and now she's an actress and doing all the things. Amazing journey and story. And Wendy Williams had her a part of her hot topics because Tabitha Brown decided, her and her husband, that she would retire him because now they're more financially stable. This is a decision that they made. Wendy Williams didn't like it, blah, 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 blah. So a lot of people are online talking about it, but I'm saying, okay, where are our relationship experts? Where are our online gurus who can take this very topic and insert themselves in the conversation as long as it aligns with your brand? We don't insert ourselves or newsjack a topic that doesn't really align with your brand. Like, you're not a relationships expert. And just because everybody else is talking about it, why would you go talk about relationship? No. For me, I could probably newsjack it and talk about, okay, when you become visible, you open yourself up to public scrutiny. It's actually one of the things I talk about in my book, Visibility is Power. Do you have a copy? It's available at all major book retailers. I talk about when you start to become visible, that visibility has a responsibility and it opens you up to criticism. That's the way I can newsjack that. So I want you to start thinking about your message, start thinking about your product and your service, and start thinking about how can I increase my media visibility and influence with these three things. And listen, not only those three things are going to help you, also right here down below this video, we also have some other tools that can help you as well as getting on my text list, downloading our 40 ways to be seen, heard, and paid. We have all the goodies and all the things for you right below this video. If you know that this video can support somebody else, do me a favor. Go ahead and share it out, tweet it out, share it with someone else. Don't just hoard the information for yourself, but share it with your business bestie. And as always, make sure you hit that subscribe button. My name is Rashonda Pratt, known online as The Rose Show Live, helping you to create and leverage your influence with live video and local media because your visibility is power. You're watching Visibility is Power TV. See you next time.